Well, hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's warming up today here in Adelaide. It's going to be 33 degrees and getting hotter over the next few days as well. So I thought I'd just show you something that's maybe unique to Australia. I don't know, maybe in other countries, and sort of include this in my Glimpses of Australia series that I've started doing. And what I'm talking about is the silo art trail that exists in Australia. You may have never heard of this, but in various places around Australia you have big wheat silos and grain silos, and people have started taken to painting big murals on the sides of these silos, and they've become quite tourist attractions. And there's actually a silo art trail you can travel around Australia and view these, and they're really well done. Of course, in the cities, some of this sort of artwork's done on the sides of apartment buildings as well. Anyway, what I'm going to show you now is this is Silo Art Calendar for 2021. I purchased this in August last year when I was on the trip to the Flinders Ranges with my friend Jim, and it's a calendar of silos painted around Australia. On the back you can see some of the different ones there. I'm trying to get rid of that reflection a bit there. So there's 12 pictures of silos, of course, in this calendar, one for every day of the month. I'll just open it up and show you what's inside. This first one here for January is in St James in Victoria, grain core silos. There you go, there's that one there. Then we have the next one is Wirrabra, South Australia, which is, I've taken photos of this one, and that's a very spectacular with a nice flame robin there on the side there and a farmer there, and that's a huge mural there, really nice. On my YouTube channel you'll find a link to my flickr account, and I've put a few of my photos of a couple of these silos up there. There's another one. That one is from Cowell in South Australia, my home state. It's a country area. These are all country areas in Australia. This one here is in Devonish, Victoria, featuring a nurse and soldiers and some sort of an army medic person there as well. Very well done. These become tourist attractions and attract a lot of people to these country towns. So it's in their interest, if they can do this, to set this up. And quite often they floodlight these at night, and there are people who've taken photos of them with the Milky Way in the background and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that one was at Fallon in Queensland. This one is in Rochester in Victoria. Possum and a kingfisher over there, an azure kingfisher maybe. I'm not sure which one that one is, over there. And what else have we got here? This one is in Western Australia, Newdigate, and that's got some of our flora and fauna on there, the malleefowl and a possum, and looks like a lizard, probably a oh, what's that lizard? It's escaping me now. A bearded dragon it could be. So there you go. That's that one there. That was in July. This one is our famous draft horses that have opened up Australia years ago, and when they were clearing the land in Victoria. And these horses, of course, have been Clydesdales, as they're also called, around the world, have been in use many years ago. Probably still are to a certain extent. This one is in Kimber in South Australia. I have visited Kimber, but when I went there they didn't have this done. But that's quite spectacular as well. Kimber's over on the Eyre Peninsula of South Australia, on the way to Western Australia. This one is in Nullawil, Victoria, and of course the cattle dogs and the sheep dogs are famous in Australia for the work that they've done in helping with livestock. This is over at Tumby Bay in South Australia, and kids jumping off the jetty into the water, which in some places they frown on, but kids will do it anywhere. And they do that locally here too, in different towns that have got jetties or piers. This is another one showing the sheep being shorn and someone working in the fields there. This is in Weithal, New South Wales. They are quite spectacular. This is large-scale art. This is a really nice combination. This is in Sea Lake in Victoria. I've been through Sea Lake, but these weren't there the last time I went through there either. So they're all fairly new. Over the last 5 or 6 years, these have been springing up around Australia and become very popular. This says here, the ultimate road trip. On the back, I'll just read a little bit of that. Life is the ultimate road trip, bringing hope to regional communities. Life isn't easy in regional Australia, where many small towns currently risk being wiped off the map due to ongoing drought, declining industry and other hardships. Typically located in remote areas lacking traditional tourism draws, few of these towns have been lucky enough to benefit from Australia's booming caravanning industry, either, until now. I think that's, yeah, I mean, they do benefit from the caravanning industry, but that they need more than that. So a pilot project in March 2015 by a cultural non-profit called FORM to bring art to rural communities. The painting of a grain silo in Northam in Western Australia's wheat belt by 2 internationally renowned street artists was such a hit that it ignited a movement. Soon regional towns across the country were angling for their own silo to be beautified, and for the visitors and rural revitalisation it would bring. Within 9 months, Australia's second silo mural was completed in the farming town of Brim in the Wimmera Mallee region of Victoria by Australian street artist Guido van Helten, with the trend soon taking off in South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland too. So there you go, that's a little bit of the background. I'll put some links on the below my post on my YouTube channel, but there's a few connections on here, so I'll just put this up, show this up to you. Some connections there, some places you can link up to on the internet. Maybe if you freeze your screen and then jot those down and have a look at those later on, that might be a useful thing. So if you're visiting Australia, there's something that you could do. If you really wanted to go on a big road trip around Australia, you can go on the road trail. I don't know whether I said before, but I was driving behind a car the other day which had a bumper sticker saying, "We have done the silo art trail," and so it's becoming more and more a popular thing. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Like if you like, subscribe if you wish, and have a think about all that, and look it up and be enthralled with these silos and the art that's on them. So, see you next time.